This video is not meant to direct hate towards Mark Wahlberg or his family in any way and is strictly for entertainment purposes. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Ladies Room. Why is it called that? Because I'm Layla Jalise and this channel is the shit. Call me crazy, this don't faze me, it's my TV show. They don't pay me, that's just lazy, this my TV show. Check it. Getting right into it, this video is going to be about Mark Wahlberg. Yes, you heard it correctly, Academy Award winning millionaire Mark Wahlberg. And the reason I'm talking about him is because he's got a shady past that I want to go over. And that's what we're about to do. So buckle up, here we go. Okay, so diving right into it, this video, like I said, is about Mark Wahlberg and Mark Wahlberg's shady past. Yes, Mark Wahlberg has a past of racially motivated crimes, and I am here to fucking talk about it. Born June 5th, 1971, which makes him a Gemini. I don't know if this is important, but we all know that Geminis have two distinct sides. And Mark Wahlberg's two sides are, on one side, he's an actor, producer, rapper, and all that great shit. And then on the other side, he is a violent racist. Yeah, these are not accusations, these are facts. You can look him up and find him anywhere. There's a whole section dedicated to it on his Wikipedia page. If you don't trust Wikipedia, you can find it in the Washington Post. You can find it anywhere. Honestly, Mark Wahlberg has a history of violent, racially motivated crimes. A lot of people like to defend the fact that Mark Wahlberg was young when these crimes happened, so they say, like, should we really judge somebody for something they did when they were a lot younger? Like, can we really judge our character based on how we were when we were teenagers? And my answer is, it depends. Like, what did you do that was so horrendous when you were a teenager that you just want to forget about as an adult? I don't get it, but let's just get into the crimes and you can be the judge yourself. So Mark Wahlberg admits that when he was 15, he was high on drugs. Now, we're not judging him on that, but that might have something to do with what happened, even though it doesn't excuse what happened. Let's make that clear. But in 1986, Marky Mark chased down 3 black kids for fun, yelling something graphic and horrible, successfully recruited other neighborhood kids to join him. Yeah, that's deep. Now, if you're a dedicated enough fan, you could play this off as an isolated incident, but think about this. The very next day, he did the exact same thing to a group of 4th graders on a field trip. They were black students. He chased them down, threw rocks at them, yelled racial slurs with another group of racists. And that's fucked up. I'm sorry. Now, even though the victims of these crimes came forward and turned him in and went to police along with civil rights groups and things of the like, he was never brought up on any charges, or his friends. Neither were his friends. Instead, the judge gave them more of like a stern talking to and told them to never do it again, kids. That was bad. And yes, as you can probably guess, like most criminals who never have to atone for their crimes, shit got worse. Yeah, surprise, Mark Wahlberg learned absolutely nothing from his earlier crimes, and when he was 17, went on to commit even more heinous hate crimes. But you just wait for that. Yeah, that's right, folks. In 1988, when Mark Wahlberg was 17 years old, he beat up and robbed a Vietnamese man, leaving a convenience store, and split his head open with a stick, yelling Vietnamese fucking shit at him. Sure, he was like high on crystal meth or some shit, but does that really excuse that? Because we've all done our fair share of whatever, and not all of us have split a man's head open because he's Vietnamese. But that's just me. Oh, and it gets worse. While fleeing the scene of that crime after having robbed that Vietnamese man of his beer, Mark Wahlberg ran into another Vietnamese man and also beat the crap out of him, yelling more racial slurs. Mark wasn't shy or ashamed about his crimes at all, and when police finally caught up with him, he openly bragged and admitted to attacking the Vietnamese men and continued to call them racial slurs and say he would have done it again. This man just won't stop. Now, during trial, Mark Wahlberg pled guilty to felony assault and was also charged with attempted murder, but only spent 45 days in jail for both crimes. Now, Mark Wahlberg is on the record saying that these crimes and the time he spent in jail for attacking the Vietnamese people was what changed his life around. But I tend to disagree. I honestly think Mark Wahlberg realized, because he came up in a time when hip hop was really taking off, that he could use black people and the black image to really profit off of it and to make himself into something. And when it worked for him, I think that's when he changed his life around and stopped perpetuating his racism. Once he realized he could profit off of it, everyone knows that black people love Mark Wahlberg. Get out of here. And when he realized that we actually liked his ass, that's when he changed it up. That's when he changed his tone and started being more friendly towards us. The reason I say this, because there is nothing that shows Mark Wahlberg hanging out with black people or anything of the like other than professionally. Like, as soon as he started picking up on our culture, the way we dress and things like that, that's when his career started taking off. And that's when he's like, you know what? I'm going to forget about everything that I said and did in the past, and I'm going to rock this because this is what's going to make me rich. And that's what he did. Again, this is just my opinion, and I just wanted to express how I felt after finding out these things about Mark Wahlberg. Being a previous fan and someone who I enjoyed watching in the movies and things like that, it just hurt me to find out how shady this man is. But that's all I really have to say about Mark Wahlberg. I think I've dragged this out long enough. If you like this video, just like and subscribe below. Please leave your opinions in the comments. Let me know what you think. Does this change how you feel about Mark Wahlberg, or are you still ride or die? Just let me know. Thanks for checking out this video, and make sure you check out my other ones. I'll see you later. Subscribe.